I was really sad that London made it in the final two because London is a city. What's up, Flow family? I'm Pastor Dylan. We're here with this week's episode of the Flow Student Podcast.
Yes, and I am Pastor Tyler. And Noah, you're already laughing.
Noah B.
You're already laughing. Are you that excited to be on the Flow Student Podcast?
Yes, I'm very excited.
Dude, this is the bomb. I love that you're already so excited. Noah Burner is like absolutely one of our favorite students.
The first student on the Flow Student Podcast.
He's the first student on the Flow Student Podcast.
Of Flow Students.
He pretty much is the mascot of Flow Students. Not just that, he was the first student I ever baptized, and you're still alive today. How about that? What? You didn't drown, did you?
The bubbles didn't stop going.
I was about to say.
He only held you under there for a good 15, 25 seconds.
I was about to say, it really wasn't that long. Let's be honest, right, Noah?
Yeah, totally.
It wasn't that bad.
You weren't trying to drown me at all.
I wasn't trying to drown you at all, was I?
Nope.
That's what I'm thinking. I practiced a long time that night to make sure that you would not drown. How about that? Look at God, right?
Yeah.
And your life's been different ever since.
Yep.
Hey, praise the Lord. Guys, we're so glad that you joined us today. Hey, before we start with anything, go ahead and subscribe. We need subscribers. The main reason we do the Flow Student Podcast, to spread joy, to learn more about God, and to hang out with people like Noah every single week.
Yes.
Noah, we got a crazy day planned today, don't we, buddy?
Mm-hmm.
It's going to get a little weird because we might be eating a little bit of dog food.
A little smelly.
Me and Pastor Dylan's life is on the line today because you and Summer determine if me and Pastor Dylan are going to eat dog food.
We hold the power, Noah.
Make sure you eat dog food.
I'll try my best to not let you eat dog food.
I'm glad that I got Summer on my team.
I was about to say.
I'm not real bright, but I'll try my best.
I got a little dog in me, but that don't mean I want their food.
I got a question, Pastor Dylan. When we accepted the job as youth pastors, probably like 3 months ago, did you picture that in 3 months we'd be eating dog food?
I did not. I also didn't picture that we would be sitting here getting over 200 people to watch this podcast every week.
Absolutely. Noah, so I don't know if y'all knew this. Noah's famous.
Oh, yeah.
Noah has a YouTube channel, and he's only posted one video.
Well, two now.
He's posted two.
One yesterday.
You posted one yesterday?
Yes.
Go watch.
Okay.
We'll put the link in the description.
We'll put the link in the description, yes. Okay, so Noah is absolutely famous because Noah has actually one YouTube video that he posted, his first one ever, and it got almost 15,000 views.
Mm-hmm.
While we're over here struggling for 250 subscribers. Noah, you got any like suggestions?
Well, first off, you got to grow your hands a little bit.
Your time is up, my time is now. You can't see me, my time is now.
Ooh.
Stop the podcast. We can go home now. That's all we needed to know.
He's speechless.
Did that really just happen?
Yes, it did.
Gosh, grow my hands a little bit to get more viewers?
Yep.
Oh my goodness. Any more suggestions?
Nope.
Okay, well, I'll start stretching them out later then, Noah. How about that? Noah's absolutely famous, and you did a video about ASMR.
Yes, I did.
You sound ashamed.
Yes. A little bit.
Tell you what.
Don't let Tyler shame you on that.
I was about to say, I'm not
Don't
going to
let
shame
Tyler
you.
shame
I'm not going to shame you. But I do want to know, Pastor Dylan, like, I'm sure we're a little curious, like, what exactly is ASMR? I don't think it's something we exactly want to, like, Google. But, no. But, do you want to tell us what ASMR is, Noah?
So.
Okay. Keep going, buddy.
Basically, what it is you just do random sounds that people find satisfying for some reason. It's very weird.
What does it stand for? Because I don't know.
Do we even know what ASMR stands for?
I don't even know what it stands for.
If it's anything bad, please don't look it up.
If you just read it as a word, it sounds like when you're flipping through the TV and you get to a channel that doesn't exist, and like.
So Noah, when I saw your video, number one, you start off by asking people for their email and their credit card information. That seems pretty illegal to me.
It's not illegal. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's not illegal. How many credit cards did you get off of that?
Like 57.
Goodness gracious.
I'm going to go shopping with Noah
later. You got
later.
more money than me and Summer, and Summer's
I spilled
married.
paint on my shoe earlier, so I need a new pair of shoes.
She did spill paint on her shoes earlier.
Could
you possibly get her a new pair of shoes with that 57 credit card you got?
Maybe.
Maybe so?
Yeah.
So, like, ASMR, let's explain it a little bit better, because there was times where you were on there and you were, like, flicking Pokemon cards at people. Like, then there was one where you were, like, shaking this thing in people's faces, like, follow this, follow it with your eyes. The next thing I know, I was doing this, and I was like, Like, what in the world is that all about? So it's pretty much making like satisfying noises through the microphone, right?
Yep.
Does this count as annoying?
All right, moving on. We all know what movie is about to come out.
Yes, we do.
Thor.
One of my favorites.
Absolutely love Thor, dude. Okay, Noah.
Can everybody shout out their favorite Marvel character just so I can judge
All right,
what kind
we'll
of
go
people we
on
have?
4, okay? Or on
Okay.
3. Which one's better, 4 or 3? We'll go 4. We'll go 4.
3.
All right. No, 3. 3.
3.
We'll go 3. 1, 2, 3.
Captain
Iron Man.
America.
You say Matt Nunn? What'd you say?
Venom.
Oh, I thought you said either Matt Nunn or Batman, and I was like, "Yo, we're watching."
Are they
Wrong
not the
universe.
Are they not the same? I don't know if they're the same or not.
I've never seen Matt Nunn and Batman in the same room together.
I've never seen it either, but I'm sure we could Photoshop it together. All right, Thor's coming out. On a scale from 1 to 10, how much of a Thor fan are you?
8.
An 8?
Yeah.
All right,
big.
so like the first 2 movies were pretty serious movies. You know, like they kind of had like that superhero feel to them. The third one was kind of funny. Are you excited for this 4th one or not really?
Kinda.
Kinda,
Yeah.
a little bit.
Yeah.
Were you a big fan of Endgame?
Yeah.
You were a big fan of Endgame. I know you're a big like superhero fan. Pastor Dylan, what about you?
Yeah, so for me, with Thor, I'm probably about a 9. Honestly,
Really?
Thor Ragnarok is one of my favorite movies. The first
It's one of my
2
least favorite.
Really?
One of my least
the
favorite
first
movies.
2 Thor movies.
I know. Let's
the
fight.
first 2 Thor movies I didn't like that much, but I just love like I feel like Thor Ragnarok might be the funniest Marvel movie. Like I feel like Ragnarok and the Guardians of the Galaxy movies have so much humor in them. I just love them.
I think Ragnarok's funny, but I don't like how the Incredible Hulk
Yeah.
was like made so
Fighting,
puny.
yeah.
That's true.
Like my
That's true.
hands.
I think that Ragnarok
That's funny,
and
don't
both
you?
Guardians
Yes, I
of the
do.
Galaxy were put in the series for comedic relief. And I think this one's also because it's following
Absolutely.
up with Doctor Strange. And that was dark.
If
And
it
that's
was-
why-
that was
comedic
way
relief.
dark.
And that's why
I did
I
not
love-
enjoy
I do
that.
not think
I
Focus on the
haven't
Family
watched
would.
it.
Yeah,
like
that's
We
why
do
I
not
love
condone
those
that.
movies so much though, because
We needed
sometimes
it.
Marvel can get so heavy. It's like nice to have a movie that I can just like enjoy watching without being like super like, oh crap, people are dying.
I like totally agree with that.
I also felt like Ant-Man was like
Yes,
thrown
yeah,
in there
I
for
put it
a
in there
good
too.
like break of comedic relief.
Truth serum.
Right.
I can.
It was a good movie, not one of my
we get weirder
favorites.
every
though.
week we're on
We
this
do.
podcast. So Noah, what are you most looking forward to coming up with Marvel? Like Spider-Man was cool, right?
It was a cool.
That was a cool movie. Like, what are you most looking forward to coming up with Marvel?
More Venom movies.
More Venom. Are you a big fan of Venom?
Yes.
He just said he's
Really?
his favorite.
Venom.
That's
and
right. You did tell me
Carnage.
that was just your favorite. I got to get better at listening. Venom and Carnage. I think Marvel is not doing as good with this phase, but at the same time, like, goodness gracious, they're still coming up with material. So I think they're absolutely killing it. So Marvel, let's say 1 out of 10. How good do you think it's been with the past, like, let's say 4 movies?
7.
7. What do you think, Pastor Dylan? You think that's pretty good?
Are we counting Spider-Man No Way Home in that group?
Yeah.
7.
7.
Actually, you know, I'll go 7.5.
I
because
was
of
going to
No Way
say
Home.
7.5.
I love No Way Home. Everything else, I
was
haven't
so
been that huge of a fan
nostalgic.
of.
Yeah.
The TV series, I liked WandaVision. I liked Loki. Falcon and Winter Soldier was okay.
What about
Okay.
Moon Knight?
Haven't seen.
we
Moon
haven't
Knight
seen
yet.
the TV
Oh,
shows. We're
you
not that
guys
cool.
gotta
We're a little
watch
bit
Moon
older.
Knight.
We got.
I've only watched part of Falcon Winter Soldier.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't seen it yet. Have you seen it yet, Noah?
No.
No. Well,
I don't.
I'm still a big Marvel fan. I think they're always going to make cool comebacks like that. Pastor Dylan, Noah, and I were talking earlier. We kind of were talking about. We were talking earlier. You remember? We're friends. Oh my goodness, you forget that sometimes. It really hurts when you do that too.
I'm sorry, man.
It's okay. I'm cry about it later. But we were talking about this earlier. So Noah, you're going into what grade?
Hold on, let me count. I think it's 10th minus 1.
So 10th
So-
minus.
so-
Oh, you're going
yeah,
into 9th.
yeah.
Congrats. What good math you're doing, Noah.
Thank you.
I'm so
Thank you.
proud of the man you're becoming.
That would be 9th grade math.
And Noah, you said you want to be what when you grow up?
A marine biologist.
Well, buddy, if you can do 10 minus 1, I promise you, you're headed that way. I mean, wow, this is great. We were talking about earlier about self-worth. Not just maybe with Noah, but also with students in general. Maybe those in 9th grade, those in middle school, those in high school. Noah, what is a huge reason why middle schoolers and high schoolers may struggle with self-worth today?
Well, for me, it's I want to fit in.
Just want to fit in.
Yeah.
That's a big one. Just like I think the culture around us today has such high expectations for us. And for us, we just want to fit in. We just want to have friends. We just want people to like us. Really, that's kind of just our human nature, honestly. Pastor Dylan, what would you say is a big reason, not just for middle schoolers and high schoolers, but I mean, even our generation, for us three, struggles with self-worth?
Yeah. I would say, Noah said for him with self-worth, he just wants to fit in, right? And I think that doesn't change when you become a college student or a young adult or even once you're married. I think everybody, as humans, we have a natural desire to fit in. And when we're talking about self-worth, I think ultimately it comes back to where are you looking to find your self-worth at?
That's good.
If we're just looking to fit in, who are we looking to fit in with? Because I think so often we have issues with self-worth because we're looking in the wrong place, right? If we're looking for self-worth in a relationship or in a skill that we might have, maybe we're a super talented athlete or musician. If we're looking for self-worth in those things, we're ultimately never going to find it long-term there, right?
Sure.
But if we look for self-worth in God, and we can grasp the reality that the God that created the heavens and the earth created us on purpose for this time, then how can you not recognize yourself as valuable?
Yeah, like we're not an accident here. Like God has a purpose. He has a plan for us. Self-worth is something that a lot of girls struggle with as well.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you say?
So I think not even just girls, but guys try to find any kind of self-worth and identity in the internet, in Hollywood,
Absolutely.
in movies and TV shows. It's hard for anybody going through middle school, high school, even college age to not know where they fit in, what they want to do with their life. And so they go, oh, okay, well, I'll just look at this celebrity in Hollywood. And that's not where we should be basing our self-worth, because in all reality, they might have it together on the screen. They don't have it together in their personal life because a lot of them don't have Jesus. And I think
And a lot of it's scripted.
like, I didn't mean like actually
but I
in
know what you
movies.
mean,
I mean
though.
like
I'm agreeing with you.
in their like celebrity lives.
I'm agreeing with you 100%. Though, like, but also people do look to TV shows.
Yeah.
People look to movies and they're like, man, I want a relationship like I just saw in High School Musical last night. I want
Nick
a girl
and
to
Jess.
come running after me and like singing like soaring, flying. I'm like, hallelujah.
Yeah.
But like we see that and we create expectations for what we think life is supposed to be like, and we lower our self-worth to get something like that, when, like you said, we have a God who's created us for a purpose, for a plan, and not by accident. And sometimes it's hard for us to see ourselves as God and as Jesus sees us, and sees us so great and loves us so much that he decided to send his only son to die for us on the cross.
And I think the interesting thing about fitting in, right, is that when we look to fit in with culture and society around us, that's something that's a moving target that's already changing. But when we talk about finding our self-worth in the knowledge that God created us on purpose, with purpose, for this moment, then we already can understand when we talk about fitting in, we already fit in to what God's plan is on the earth. Right?
Absolutely.
We're not looking to fit in a society and a culture that's temporary and shifting, but we already fit in a kingdom that is eternal.
Man, I'm hyped
Right?
after
That's
that.
good.
Goodness, I love it.
I was gonna say
For
something,
real,
but I
dude,
can't go after
but
Dylan.
I mean,
Never
like,
mind.
for real, students are looking for a place to quote unquote fit in. Like Noah, I remember when Noah first got here to church, he was quiet. It was like trying to crack a peanut or a walnut to try to get this man to talk. And now we over here, and Noah's our first person on the Flow Student podcast. But that's because Noah opens up. Like Noah found a place where he already fit in. Like you said, God's already created a community for every single student to be able to fit in at. And now Noah's one of those people that when a new student comes in, we send them straight to Noah to be able to talk to him.
Yep.
Because Noah's just like, what up, bro? How you been? I'm like, Noah, how do you know that guy? He's like, I don't. But, man, that's awesome. So I think our next steps for students, like if you're struggling with self-worth, if this is something that you've been battling for a long time, it's honestly just remembering that you have a God that loves you so much, that he's already created a community, that you can walk right through the doors of Flow Students, you can walk right through the doors at your local church or your local youth group, and you already fit in. You got youth pastors like Pastor Dylan and I, you got people like Miss Summer, you got students that are awesome like Noah Burner, who are ready just to like welcome you with open arms. Like you're worth more than you could ever imagine right here.
And something I love is when students come to Flow for the first time and I say, oh, is it your first time? Like, who'd you come with? Who invited you? Who do you know here? And people say, oh, you know Noah Burner? I'm like, yes, duh, I know Noah Burner. Like, I love when students come because another student has invited them to be a part of our family and a part of our community. And one of our big things that we talk about is Flow is a place where every student can belong.
No matter your background, no matter where you're from, no
Absolutely.
matter who your mom or daddy is, like this is a place where you walk through the doors, you belong here.
I think a lot of kids like try and belong and find their own image in society, and that's not where we should be looking, because Jesus said he created
Absolutely.
us in his image.
In
so
his
why
image.
try to change our image? And you've got to learn to love yourself through reading scripture and through being yourself. Like when Luke and I started dating 4 years ago, way before we got married, he told me, I won't date you until you learn to love yourself. And I think that's really important, not even in a relationship, just learning
That's
to
good,
love
though.
yourself, to love God, and that'll take you where you need to go.
Yeah, you can't love somebody else like you want to until you learn to love yourself. Absolutely amazing, guys. Last but not least,
I'm
Noah.
scared.
I'm really scared.
The
I'm
fate is
really
in our
scared.
hands,
I'm
Noah.
shaking in my boots,
Dude,
to be honest with y'all.
we shaking in our boots, cowboy. All right, Noah. This is what's about to happen. We're about to do trivia question, guys. I'm about to ask Summer a question. If she gets it wrong, Dylan's eating dog food.
I'm not the sharpest
and
knife
if you
in the
get
drawer,
this
let
wrong,
me
Noah,
assure you.
our friendship is coming to an end. Do you hear me?
Yeah.
It is over. We're done. Okay, so
You're done.
You're done. You're done. But
right.
look, this is expectations being set for you. Okay,
Okay.
you got this, man.
So,
Okay, here we go, Pastor Dylan. Our first food that you and I may have to eat: Tiny Trainers Tender Treats. That's hard to say.
That sounds perfect for your hands.
Tiny
Trainer
Trainers
tender
Tender
teeth.
Treats.
If you make one more hand joke, son,
Y'all just missed
This
out
is
on something. Y'all just missed out.
Don't
Tiny
go watch
Trainers
that again.
Tender Treats, and it's grain free. What is going on over here? Can I not say something?
I can't repeat it.
Okay, grain free, which probably means healthy. It's
Probably.
made with lamb and apples. So this is about to be absolutely
Gluten-free lamb and apple
disgusting.
sounds disgusting.
So let's do this. First question, and I get to pick any of these, Dylan.
What?
How many?
That ain't how we
this,
doing it.
this is how we're doing it. I'm shaking it up so you don't get summer jank.
Shake it up. Y'all
How many
remember that TV
bones
show?
does a shark have?
How many bones does
How many
a shark
bones does a
have?
shark have? 200,
This is easy.
36, 147, or 0?
Do you want me to tell you an embarrassing fact? I took marine biology, and I'm probably going to get this wrong.
Okay. What do you think it is?
0.
You got it right.
Let's go.
I didn't think
Shout
sharks
out
had
that
bones.
marine biology class at UNCW
Yo.
for saving
Gang.
me from eating
They only have cartilage.
wellness core.
No.
Not bones.
They only have cartilage, not bones.
You can
Yeah.
go to UNCW,
You see what Noah
Noah.
wants to go do? Marine biology, like
yeah,
you said.
go to UNCW. It's the best.
All right, Noah.
Spend every day at the beach.
All right, Noah. So this
got
is for
this.
the wellness core trainers tiny treats.
Okay.
Right? Still.
Right?
All right. So Noah,
Oh, okay.
Noah, please, dude.
what is the second largest country in the world?
I'm glad y'all didn't give
The
me this
United
one.
States, Canada, Russia, or China?
Russia.
That's wrong.
Wait.
It was
He
Canada.
answered so
Canada, bro.
fast.
It's Canada.
Canada,
Big enough for Tyler to have to eat a trainer's
Canada's
tiny
big
treat.
enough for me to
Eat,
have
eat,
to eat these tiny treats. Okay, here we go. Is there like something I can spit this out in?
Oh my
Oh my
gosh.
goodness, dude.
Don't smell it. Don't smell
Dude,
it.
I'm gonna need to use the restroom. Smell that real quick. I just want to make sure you know what I'm having to eat here for you.
Are you going to...
No, I'm not gonna swallow it. I don't know if we can die from this.
One time in the 4th
We
grade, I
might
made a
should've
girl in
checked
my
on
class
that.
eat dog food, and
Okay,
she's
here we
still
go. Here we
alive,
go.
so
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here
it's
we go.
okay.
Ooh.
The texture in that is what. No, it looks like ground beef.
I'm gonna die.
You should have put me on your team.
I love how quick Noah was to say Russia too. He
I
didn't
love
even
Russia.
think about it.
Russia's the biggest.
All right, Pastor Dylan,
This is for the pepperoni.
I've recovered.
Pepperoni.
I have recovered.
It says original bacon
I
flavor.
just want
It
to be
can't
honest
bad.
with y'all.
Might be
This
the
is
least bad
like I
one.
thought when me and Pastor Dylan were talking about doing this. Dylan really did not want to do
I
this.
didn't. I still don't.
And why?
But I
I
love y'all.
refuse.
I feel like I taste like a dog. Okay, here we go, Summer. When was the iPad released?
The original iPad.
2012, 2008, 2011, or 2010?
All right, can I say
No.
my reasoning out loud?
Well,
For
yeah,
what
go
I'm
ahead,
walking
go
through?
ahead.
I got my first iPad in 2012. So
Okay.
that I don't think that was the beginning generation. 2007 was when the iPhone was released, right?
Oh, man.
I don't know, Summer. You need to go ahead and take a guess, though.
I'm going 2010.
Yes! Let's go!
Uh-oh.
Summer!
I'm the smartest person y'all
Already
have
tastes
ever
more
met.
pepperoni.
Summer!
Deductive reasoning.
Oh
Use that
my
in your
goodness.
English.
Summer!
English.
Oh
I
my
cannot
gosh.
tell you, like,
I'm the
my
goat.
stress levels have
Summer
just...
Why
is
didn't you
the
pick me for your
goat.
team?
I
You'll
feel like,
never
did y'all
make that
cheat? Be
mistake
honest.
again.
Like, be honest. Did y'all
No,
cheat?
we did not cheat.
All
I
right.
just
over
really
here
thought about it.
sweating.
Wasn't
Alright.
the iPhone released in
All right,
2007?
Noah,
All right,
Uh-oh.
next question.
this is also for Tyler to try the pepperoni.
I got you.
What
Pepperoni.
was the first state in the U.S.? Virginia, South Dakota, Missouri, or Delaware?
Tyler,
Don't
stop
tell him,
cheating.
Tyler.
I'm not going to tell him. I'm just going to... I'm going to tell him if he don't get it
Do y'all
right.
take history classes in public school?
I know you take Marianne and biology, but...
You want me to read you? You want me to read you your choices again, Noah?
Sure.
All right. So we got Virginia, South Dakota, Missouri, or Delaware.
It's either Delaware or the other one.
You better just go ahead and say it. Just go ahead and guess. What's the first thing? What's your first thought?
Delaware.
That's actually right. I did not think he was gonna get that.
go.
Team
Okay,
Baby Hands.
I was wrong. I thought it
think
was
we gotta
Virginia.
go. Somebody's got to have
So
to
we
try
gotta
the
go again. So
pepperoni.
you asked Summer another
Is
question.
Plymouth Rock in Virginia?
Somebody's got to...
Pastor Tyler's the one that made these trivia questions. I did
I
think it
promise
was
y'all it's
Virginia,
Delaware.
Plymouth Rock?
but
Okay, next question, Summer. Hush. Name the first country to use postcards. London, Ukraine, Australia, or Germany?
You say Australia again?
Australia? What are you talking? What? Oh.
No more.
It's either London or Germany.
Okay.
I don't think Australia was that developed back when they had postcards.
Oh no! You act like I'm gonna give you the answer, girl. That boy need to eat the pepperoni. All right, go ahead. Just first thing.
Germany.
Oh man, you eating pup?
Was it London?
It was Australia.
I was really sad that London made it in the final two because London is a city.
I'm weak. You know what?
Summer had really clutched up until that point.
London's a
I
city.
didn't catch that at all.
All right.
Australia was too not developed enough, but London, the city, made it.
Australia didn't do much back in the day.
Australia.
All right, here we
I
go.
actually feel like this would be the least worst one.
Let's have him
Hey,
smell
give
the
me-
bag.
Give
I
me
ain't
like
smelling
a
it.
cup
That's
to let
making
him
bad.
spit this
I'm gonna
out.
let y'all know. Y'all know this.
smells like pepperoni.
He said,
Y'all know if you've watched this flow student.
I want
It's
them to know
staring-
how
It's a
much we
skirt.
absolutely love
Stare
them.
me
though.
down.
It's-
Y'all know I have a weak stomach.
he does have a weak stomach, Noah.
Always beside Dylan
Uh-oh.
when he eats something
She
nasty.
is, because she wanted to choose London.
That boy's a loose cannon. I'll be
London
watching on that.
Tipton.
Here we go.
Pizza. Pepperoni pizza. All good in the.
Is it good?
He already
It's okay.
guessed.
It's okay.
Okay, I did swallow a little piece on accident. That
Was it
ain't
good?
that bad.
Is it not that bad?
Just taste
That's
it.
kind of
Tyler.
like
I
a
don't think I
Slim
can taste
Jim.
it, bro. This
Noah, would you taste it?
no.
Me either.
It's kind of like a Slim Jim, to be honest.
Really?
Slim Jim.
I bet these
Really?
are healthier than Slim Jims. What they
It's
put
like
in Slim Jims.
Jim, but it's
It
a different
literally
texture.
says it's meat particles.
I did swallow a little piece. It ain't that bad. Get
he's
your
gonna
pup
die.
some pepperoni.
All right, guys. That's about all the time we have for today. But we ate dog food, Pastor Dylan.
We sure
Yummy.
did.
We absolutely love our job, Noah. Noah B, you were absolutely bomb.
Killed it.
Yeah.
Summer.
Summer Rose, you'll always
Thank you for
be.
being here.
Y'all do my
Bird.
Once
BFF.
again,
Summer
this is
Bird.
the third time.
Summer Bird. Did I say
Bird.
Rose?
Luke's gonna defriend you.
Yeah, he really is. Before we get done, I want all of our middle school interns real quick. Come behind us real quick.
Come on.
Come on,
They're
Caleb.
killing
Come
it.
on,
Caleb behind the camera.
Come on, guys.
We got
yeah.
Aiden on the
Connor.
soundboard. We got
Oh, wait, is
Peyton
Connor not-
bringing out our
Come
dog
on,
food.
Connor. You were
Come on,
the
Connor.
table
You
guy.
helped
Connor's
us
not
with
in
that.
middle
Table
school,
guy.
but he
hey,
moved our
squat down
table.
a little bit. Squat down so you can see in the camera. Come
Oh,
on,
yeah,
Aiden, squat down.
Mr. Krabs.
We're doing a picture, okay? Funny faces on.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Did you just spill our drink?
Mom,
That was a terrible
there goes
picture.
At least it was on 3.
At least it
It'll
was
be
on
funny.
3.
was on
Thank you
three.
so much for joining all of us. We will see all of you next week. We love you. Don't
Bye-bye.
forget to like and subscribe.
Yeah.
We
Comment.
love you, Flow students. Have an awesome week.
Bye bye.